No more lollygagging on my part. Let's count them down. Good luck and have fun, y'all. Game number 1 coming to you in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We got a J, we got an L. This is the classic Tetris League, and I am Arbaro. We got ourselves a pretty exciting matchup. As NEK0 leaning over him, hitting something on the keyboard while playing. Anyway. Very multi-talented guy. Who is NEK0? On the left side of your screen, out of the Russian Federation, NTSCPB of 6.24 million. That was acquired recently. He hit colors. He hit 2 million for the first time in CTM. So he hit the CTM world record in terms of the standard 18 start 39 halt format. He's just been tearing it up recently. He's NEK0. Both players have only taken 1 burn so far. NEK0 up a little high. On the right side of your screen, out of the United States of America, NTSCPB of 8.06 million. A legend of the scene. Strong social media presence. He's Myles. This is a big matchup here. Both players in the top 10 on the Premier Poll ranking. NEK0 is number 10, Myles is number 5. 186 for Myles, 166 for NEK0. Not too far into this game, about 35 lines. NEK0's board a little bit complicated. More than manageable for someone of his caliber, but he's going to get it simmered down a bit. Has a dirty setup. 4 off the bottom, left well, gets it. Myles also not exactly the cleanest of situations. On skill in chat, cheering on NEK0. Good to see it. NEK0 has definitely accumulated a fan base recently, to say the least. He's gotten clean. Myles still digging, about 50 lines in. So looking to take advantage here, not a ton of bars. He's still up by a Tetris and a half. Myles will score dirty. Kind of does the same thing NEK0 did. How to get yourself out of a dig efficiently? 4 lines at a time. Myles has gotten himself clean now. Both players now cruising over halfway to 19 on this game number 1. We're, I think, past the midpoint for this season, approaching the midpoint at the very least. This will be NEK0's 4th match out of 7. He's currently sitting at 2-1 in the standings with 13 points. Beat Guafi and Knight. Beating Knight recently, not exactly a easy feat. I think his set also... He put up some numbers, so did Knight. Myles gets the dirty, goes up to 324. NEK0's at 381, up by a couple. NEK0 did lose to Cobra. Myles is 1-1. Lost a decider against Knight and swept Guafi. Division still, I mean, Blue Scooty is sitting at the top. Cobra is 3-0, but there are 3 automatic playoff spots and 2 wildcard spots split between this division and the other one, so those spots are still wide open. NEK0 able to extend his lead a tiny bit here, but both players are clean in Tetrising. 475 for NEK0, 438 for Myles. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday here from snowy Seattle. It keeps snowing a little bit. Yeah, we keep getting like half an inch of snow every day for a week, which is better than it being cold, even though it seems like great weather to have your sidewalks ice over. NEK0 crosses over the 500,000 mark here. Myles is about to go in, only 5 lines away for the transition, 535. There's a transition from Myles, 582, pretty good for this level. NEK0's at 580, so Myles able to cut into the lead here a bit. And NEK0's going to have to take some digs here on level 19 early in post. Never mind, going to get the column 8. NEK0's calibration issue seems to be only on level 19 and also mostly okay. I feel like that's not really a normal level to have calibration issues, but it looks like the rest of the levels, there's a little bit of twinkling on 21, but everything else seems okay. $7.11 for NEK0, $7.37 for Myles. Myles has at least taken a real-time lead, I would say. Considering pace, it's more or less even. Neither player running into any huge digs in post so far. Myles' board was a little lopsided and having to take some burns as a result. A low psych, it'll be resolved pretty shortly. NEK0 up by less than a Tetris. We're into level 23. Going to be hitting the halfway point through post soon. NEK0 a bit of a slowdown here. He'll get his stack in order pretty quickly. Burned away half a level, I would say. It's going to allow Myles to take a real-time lead. They're trading it. So we're into level 25 now. Simul Tetris. Might have been with the same bar. Actually, probably not. Regardless. Now about 25 lines away from the 29 transition. NEK0 having to form a hole in his stack. It's a bar that's a split double, I believe. Tetris next to same good pace for both, no kidding. They both have maxed out. Myles has got a Tetris into 28. NEK0's already hit the 1.1. Myles not too far away from it. Less than a Tetris at these speeds, and he's going to get a 1.1 for him as well. We're separated by 54 points. Both players only one Tetris away from 29. Myles is going to go in with an 11.49. NEK0, 11.52. This is anyone's game. Both players are into post to post. Lombard Tetris from Myles. His stack was getting dangerously high. NEK0 will fire back. 146 point difference between the two, and they are pushing it. Both players level 30 now. 1267 for NEK0, 1270 for Myles. Both will score. My goodness, this is like they're not even playing kill screen right now. They're just pedal to the floor here. NEK0's going left well, gonna get it. Gonna have to take a few burns, gonna migrate that back over to the right. NEK0's gonna take a slight lead as a result, but it's still extremely close. Level 33 now. NEK0's board facing a few complications. Myles looking for a few pieces, a few long, thin pieces, but he's now in a bit of a slowdown. NEK0's gotten clean, but Myles whipping pieces to the left like it's nothing. Doesn't get that L all the way over though. That Lombard's going to help him stay alive, but he might be in a lot of trouble. Board creeping up. Board can't stop creeping up. He's going to top out at 1396. NEK0's good for game number 1. What a way to start. GG's. The aggression on 29, my goodness. Let's see, NEK0's still on a massive pace. Another couple of Tetrises. This could be something special. 1608 has the rollover on 36. There's a triple, I believe. There's a couple holes in his stack. Oh, no, that's a Tetris. 1.7. Looks like he won't be able to set up here. Oh, he is. Never mind. Calibration issue. Oh, that didn't. Square definitely didn't go all the way over. He has room for one more, though. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Still, 1.7 to start things off here. And NEK0 kills it. Takes game number 1. GG's. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We got a Z. We got a square. We're off. Got that game number 1. Still mentally adjusting from it. Just the aggression that both players were exhibiting on the kill screen play. Just the way you have to play nowadays, I suppose. Both players 2 on the board to start things off. This is the 4th meeting between these two players in the Classic Tetris match database. Myles leads the all-time series 2-1. The most recent clash was during No Cap November. This past November. That's why it's called No Pack November. It's in November. NEK0 took that one 2-1. He set up dirty here, quite high. No skin off his back, Lombard Tetris. In terms of pace, we're tied up. NEK0 has to take a few burns, but there's another bar. I would be remiss if I weren't to mention, especially after that last game, we have a matcherino. We will pay out the top 4 players in the CTL playoffs. Both of these players showing they got what it takes to make it there. If you want to contribute, I don't know if there are still coupon codes. There's the link. Okay, well, we've claimed all the codes, so you don't need to do that. But if you want to give some money, we're up to $300. Up to get up to 1,000 every month. A little bit of a mischief for Myles. But we are exactly equal in score. 28 lines in, 300,000 for both players. NEK0 having to take a few burns up high, but gonna get it cleaned up pretty efficiently. Myles still in a dig here. Not quite a Myles dig, but he's usually... Myles has a reputation for getting out of these really high digs, but I think largely because he posts them to social media. Doesn't actually get into them that often. He's a very good player. A lot of that is avoiding the digs in the first place. Right now, he's a little bit stuck. NEK0 taking advantage, has the first real substantive lead of the game. 378 to 321. We're over halfway to 19, and we're getting droughted. 20-piece drought. Myles getting out of it. Probably good for Myles there. If you're in a dig, granted you want the long bars, those can help you get out of the dig, but they also mean your opponent's not scoring. He's down by 3.5 Tetrises though. 80,000 points or thereabouts. I should curate which of the Carl Casey songs I actually play during these streams. Right now I'm just kind of going to Spotify and turning on the This is Carl Casey playlist, which is, I suppose, the guy who does White Bat Audio. All of our music is by White Bat Audio. Give him a quick search on YouTube if you like what you're hearing. NEK0's turn to get in a little bit of a dig. We're 110 lines in. Nice double for NEK0. Will get him cleaned up. Nice. Does a little adjustment for the bar. Make room for a T. Ends up with a little bit of a bar sticking up. There's a little bit of an unbalanced stack, but he can handle it. Lombard Tetris goes up to 570. Only 5 lines away from the transition. Myles is up to 513. There's the transition for NEK0, 592. Looking for another Tetris to grab the 600k. Is set up for it. Gonna get it. 616 is the transition score for NEK0. 538 is Myles' score. 562 will be his transition score. Well, we're into post. Middle frame for game number 2. Okay, we're gonna burn away a few stack complications. Very vertical, kind of just getting more vertical pieces that aren't really helping. He'll get it sorted out though. Lombard Tetris, 735 for NEK0, 720 for Myles. Myles closing the gap here just a little bit. NEK0 still with the lead. It's actually not very much of a lead, considering there's also a tiny bit of a line difference. I would call this one tied up now. We're about halfway through post now. 851 for NEK0, 788 for Myles. Myles doesn't quite get that J all the way over, so he'll be doing a little bit of a dig here. Strong pace for both players yet again. Probably even stronger this time around. There's a Tetris for NEK0. 944. Hunting for that 26 max out. Katsugiri, hello, welcome in. Kar. There you go. NEK0 maxes out into 26. 1008 gets another one. 861 from Myles. That slowdown on 25. Kind of, you know, mid to late post digs can really do a number on you. NEK0 has taken full advantage. Myles looks like he's going to get out of it soon. He's down almost 200,000 points. Can't really tell if NEK0 is clean or not. Looks like he is. Gonna get up to the 1.1. There's a Tetris from Myles. He's going up to 913. Down by kind of a lot now. Just kind of like, you know, he hasn't really been digging that much, but just got into a dig at exactly the wrong moments. NEK0 is up quite high though, and he doesn't have a whole lot of room before the transition. Timely long bar. Oh, but needs another one. very, very high. 528 could gonna go into gonna go with a 1266. Hits the bar over, gets another one. Somehow survives that. Almost has a 1.2, but his board's gonna fall apart. He's gonna top out at 1198. Myles is in a chase down, needs 1199 to take it. 1199. He did max out going into 29. Here's a couple misdrops on his stacks. This is not free. Going to reopen the well. Not set up for Tetris. Doesn't get the bar over. That's it. Myles unable to complete the chase down. NEK0 is going to take game number 2. GG's. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Xena bar. Start us off. I'd like to point them out just to make sure we are on the same piece sets. And we are. Myles needs this one to keep the set alive. Well, I also prefer not to fall to 1 and 2 on the season. A little bit of a rough division. Cobra might be the surprise package. He's played NEK0. Currently 3-1. He's also played Guafi in Tetris time, so has a lot of very difficult matches ahead of him, but great start from Cobra. This is a pretty big matchup to determine kind of who's going to continue to be one of the favorites in that playoff fight. Lombard dependency from Myles in the middle of his stack. Both players more or less tied up. NEK0 a little bit of a high dig. Probably not anything he can't handle. Gonna reopen the well. And go to get a bar. 144 to 120. Myles in kind of another dig here. Gonna get the dirty though. Opts to form a Lombard dependency to make room for that J. Not really paying off. His stack is now rebalanced. Lombard at Tetris. Slight lead here from NEK0. 213 to 172. Still pretty early on, almost 50 lines in. Just about halfway to 19 now. NEK0 is going to get a Tetris. Goes up to 306. Give you a update for Myles' score after this Tetris. 264. It's about 40,000 point difference when the line counts close. Now showing some great restraint in his ability to count to 4 there. One of the most important things you can do as a mammal. Learn to count to 4. 5 or more, doesn't really matter. 4 though. It's an important number. 362 for NEK0, 337 for Myles. Myles is set up. NEK0 set up. Myles hanging out, one off the bottom. More than doable on level 18. They might even try to do that on level 29, considering how they've been playing, especially on game number 1. been like feeling like I need to sneeze for a while. So sorry if I go silent for a bit. It's like I have a sneeze, but it's just like not, you know, it feels like I'm about to sneeze, but like I haven't actually been able to sneeze. A little Lombard there, burn there from Myles, keeping the stack flat. There's a Lombard, there's a Tetris. Both players 111 lines in, 501 to 462. So Myles has closed the gap here a little bit. NEK0 still with a not huge, but non-trivial lead. Simul Tetris. NEK0 with the Vits set up. Got the bar. Vits set up is kind of like saying ATM machine, but you know. He got the Vits. Both players one line away. NEK0's going to go in. Myles is going to go in. 618 to 555. As we turn up the speed here on level 19. Myles very set up. I'm going to get the bar for it. A couple bars for NEK0 are going to help him clear out his stack. Both players cruising at the moment. S's and Z's and S's and Z's. Going to cause a few complications for Myles. NEK0 handled it very well. Myles kind of a little bit of a, this is a Myles dig. That's not the scariest of Myles digs, but I think this qualifies. Set up Lombard. Oh, that's a triple. I lied to you. He was not actually set up. And the whole counting to four thing. Difficult. That's Tetris, though. And again, kind of NEK0 taking advantage. 837 to 711. It's kind of been the theme of this set, you know. Myles getting into these, you know, every once in a while they're longer, but most of the part his digs haven't been that prolonged. But NEK0's been playing so aggressively and so, you know, efficiently that he's been able to punish him pretty substantially every time. The thick of this set, yeah, you know, game number 3, halfway through post. We're just right in it. Hello, Duji. How's it going? Duji, very much accomplished player of his own. Champion of Poland. Triple for NEK0. Myles is going to nab a couple of Tetrises. NEK0's going to max out into 26 again. Kind of same pace as he was last game. Myles at 905. About 100,000 points back. There's a Lombard, there's a Tetris for NEK0. He snaps the 1.1. Still room for more. Not even level 28 yet. Has to form. Actually, no. There were no holes in his stack. Calibration issue. That's fine. Lombard Tetris 1280. NEK0 threatening a 1.2 here. He's going to get it. Still room. 2 more lines before the transition. Myles gets a 1.1. A little bit of a mischief of that J, but he's going to go in with an 1114. NEK0 looking for the bar, gonna get it. He goes in with a 1251, and now we are off and running. Terminal velocity here on game number 3. Let's see if they push it as far as they did in game number 1. NEK0 a little bit of a mischief of that T, but no matter. Got the Tetris, gonna keep his stack alive, manageable. Might give Myles an opportunity to close the gap, though Myles not clean himself. NEK0 needs something to the left. Gonna get it. Gonna get the bar, gonna get the 5 tap. Up to a 1.3 now. 1182 for Myles. NEK0 unable to score. So Myles is out clean for the most part. Burnt down to the ground. NEK0 taking care of his situation pretty quickly. Couple misshifts from Myles. 12:05 for Myles, 13:32 for NEK0, and Myles' board creeping up. Needs this one to stay alive. A little bit of overshift of that bar, but I don't think, you know, as terms of overshifts go, that's a pretty good one. NEK0's clean now. Takes the safety triple, knows he has the lead. Going to take a Tetris, 13.99 for him, 12.25 for Myles. Myles, all he can do is stay alive. He's doing a very good job staying alive, but he doesn't get that bar over. That's going to be it. Myles will top out at 12.25. NEK0 is good for game number 3 and the set. Really incredible, dominant performance from NEK0. Myles did not play badly, but NEK0 just showing us what is up right now. Very high, you know, kind of, you know, if you're mullining, you want to do an aggressive mullen. Great survival of that drought. Looks like he's well on his way for another rollover. 1561, just needs one more Tetris for it. I think he's set up. You know, it's a little bit of a blinking situation. There we go. 1607. Really incredible stuff from NEK0 in this set, and honestly just generally recently. He has been killing it. GG's. Myles saying I'm getting chair diffed. I don't know enough about chairs to contribute to this conversation. GG's though. Great games from NEK0. 2 1.7s.
Given to Division 1 players and our big contributors. Ah, okay, I see. I see. It's probably new. Maisie. I didn't know about it either. Maisie, I hope the controllers are working fine. Especially the Famicom controller I sent you. It's pretty weird. Have you tried Berktroll's adapter to see if it makes a difference? Oh no, NEK0 with a Z misdrop, but very good burns. Amazing, and NEK0 is clean. NEK0 2 Tetrises behind, 136, gets another one. Guafe 214. 214 plays 159. Guafe with a pretty good 18 so far. NEK0 with a decent pace, but nothing crazy. Had a couple of misdrops, but cleaned the board very efficiently every time. Ah, nasty S-piece. Getting a bunch of S-pieces. Guafe now 4 Tetrises in the lead. Oh wow, that wasn't a misdrop. Oh, that was a misrotation. NEK0 going for an interesting L spin tuck setup and then misdropping another L. Yeah, Tetris, welcome in Cox, Danny J. The Famicom one works well, but I'm not used to rolling on it yet. Oh yeah, that makes sense, especially with the new pads I sent you. The other one works fine too, I just have to adjust my style a little bit. But it's great, you should check the clip I sent in the French server. Alright, I'll check it out later. Guafe still about 4 Tetrises ahead. NEK0 is clean though, Tetris for the both of them as we are approaching the 100 lines. Yeah, very nice solves by NEK0 today. But a couple of misdrops as well. Let's just say it's the warm-up game. 5 Tetrises behind, but on 18 that's actually not much. Considering these guys can go up to level 39. Tetris for NEK0, 442. Guafe at 537. So Guafe with a very strong 18. Tetris for NEK0, still 4 Tetrises, now 3 Tetrises behind. Tetris for Guafe. Guafe already at 600,000 at 120 lines. NEK0 at 510. NEK0 can still get a high 500 transition. 628 for Guafe. Ah, badass piece. Can only get 1 Tetris before transition now. And still transition with a mid 600. While NEK0 will transition at 580 to 655 transition. Misdrop for Guafe. Gets the Z-spin. He's gonna have to clean up the board. Alright, nice burns. Guafe is about 50,000 points ahead, 55,000 points ahead. Tetris for Guafe, triple for NEK0. NEK0 is less than 3 Tetrises behind. He's also, no, he's in the same line count pretty much. So Guafe is ahead on pace, still. Hey, have a good lunch, Maisie. I'm gonna go eat lunch. It's a bit late for lunch. 4 PM lunch. Be right back. Good luck to both players. Yeah. See you later, Maisie. Have a good lunch. And Guafe is clean. NEK0 is not clean. NEK0 is getting high. Ooh, NEK0 can... Oh no, that misdrop on the right. NEK0 is gonna be done at 719. So Guafe is good for game number 1. GG's. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We got the same seeds, but not the same placements. Simul Tetris. No pushdown points, we're tied. NEK0 taking a burn. NEK0 not with the best right side. NEK0 having to take a lot of burns here. Tetris for Guafe. Oh, Guafe, aren't you a VIP? Since you're in Div 1. Oh, nice profile pic of the Beepo monk. Oh, Guafe isn't a VIP yet. Tetris for NEK0. NEK0 2 Tetrises behind. 162 plays 104. NEK0 gets a Tetris. Gets another one. Let's see if we can reach level 29 this game. Oh, Guafe needs an L. Gets the L. Oh, Guafe is dirty. He's not gonna be able to Tetris. This is a small drought here. 20 piece drought. 23, 24. Alright, 30 piece drought. NEK0 is clean, finally gets the long bar for the Tetris. Guafe is not clean. Still ahead by about a Tetris. Oh, and now NEK0 is not clean. Needs a bar to the right side, gets it. Still 2 Tetrises behind Guafe. Alright, and Guafe is finally clean. NEK0 gets a dirty Tetris. 255, plays 277. Oh, Guafe has to close the right side, reopens it. And we are now neck and neck. Guafe only ahead by 1000 points. NEK0 is a couple of lines ahead. Guafe still has the pace lead. Nice adjustment of that long bar by NEK0. NEK0 still slightly behind, 5 lines ahead. Guafe gets a Tetris. Both players with a difficult left side. Especially Guafe, who had to close the right side. He's gonna reopen it. NEK0 took the lead for a moment. Transition in about 20 lines. NEK0 got the L for the tuck. Yeah, very neck and neck. 468 plays 463. NEK0 takes the lead. It is also 4 lines ahead. Guafe going for a dirty. He's set up. He's not getting the long bar. There it is. 540 plays 555. Transitions at 556. NEK0 556. And Guafe transitions at 565. So only 10,000 points ahead at transition. But Guafe is clean, NEK0 is not clean. Setup for the T-spin, didn't get the T. Not in any dangerous position, but losing some pace to Guafe. NEK0 going for the dirty, gets the dirty Tetris, 616. Oh, very nice adjustment of that T for the L tuck. 643 plays 665 and NEK0 keep on trying to get some dirty Tetrises. Good burns. Oh no, that hang on the left. Oh, this is dangerous for NEK0. This is very dangerous. Gets the long bar, gets the Tetris. Now he has to clean up the board. Guafe very clean on level 21. Bang Tetris for Guafe. Gets another Tetris. Now 90,000 points ahead, while NEK0 is still cleaning up the board. NEK0 going for another dirty actually. Well, Tetrising is the best way to clean up the board. NEK0 is on a column 9. Had to take a triple. And Guafe is in a bad situation right now. Guafe is gonna take the triple, he's not gonna go dirty. NEK0 was waiting on L, had to go for an S spin and misses an S spin. Had the first one, missed the second one. NEK0 still about 90,000 points behind. Now 4 Tetrises behind, so about 140k behind. And he's going for some more dirty Tetrises, but he's gonna need the long bar. He needs a T now. Where's the T? Guafe clean 920. NEK0 at 808. On level 27, has a hole in the stack. No, that wasn't a hole, my bad. That was Nestris Gems. Being weird. The left side looks dirty for NEK0, but it's not dirty at all. It's just Nestris Gems rendering. Probably because of NEK0's capture card. Oh, there we go. It's looking better on 28. NEK0 is still about 4 Tetrises behind on level 28. Gotta be careful about that left side. He's gonna transition in only 5 lines to level 29 and he's getting very high. Can he survive the transition? Gets the long bar to the left, transitions at 895, gets a Tetris, 895, and Guafe transitions with a 1.14, I believe. 1.1 transition for Guafe, higher than my DAS PB. Guafe on level 30, just taking the burns, staying clean. NEK0 getting that bar to the left, trying to go for a dirty. This is dangerous for NEK0. Reopens the well, gets a dirty Tetris. Gets a max out. A11 for NEK0, B48 for Guafe. Guafe has been burning a lot, and those misdrops for Guafe. Guafe is done at B53. NEK0, you need B54. 1.154 Tetris for NEK0. Actually has plenty of time to do this. He needs 85,000 points. B54 is the target. Just taking the burns. Yeah, not going for Tetrises. Oh, okay. Gets a Tetris after that slight misdrop. He's actually fine. He's going for another Tetris. Alright, B46 only needs a couple of burns now. A couple of burns will do it. He wants that Tetris. Oh, this is dangerous actually, and that Tetris will do it. 1.2 for NEK0, GG's. Feel free to finish up that game. We are almost at the last transition of the game that we had to create because you guys were getting too good. Otherwise it wouldn't exist. That double kill screen transition. Let's go. GG's 1.285 and we are 1-1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And then Vipens. Work in the morning, so I'm up then. I wouldn't be usually if I had the choice, yeah. I'm not a morning person either, but... Oh, looks like Unskill 25 is Russian. I mean, he's saying some stuff in Cyrillic. Oh, NEK0 getting high, gets the long bar in time. Players are neck and neck, NEK0 with a very slight advantage. Guafe going for the Z-spin immediately.